Hey folks, welcome to B5 Bricks. Hope you're all well. In today's video, hey, let's talk about the adult LEGO range. So 2020 was a terrible year for pretty much everyone except the food stores, PPE manufacturers and LEGO. Sales have hit the roof this year because we were all at home building LEGO in lockdown. But LEGO has been planning the new wave of adult orientated sets for some time, and it turned out to be a great first year for them to do so. We have the UCS Star Wars sets, the architecture sets, and the 16 plus creator expert range, which is totally geared towards adults. But now, new for 2020 is the 18 plus range with the black packaging on the boxes, and the majority of these sets are more for display and the features are less play focused like normal sets, and it is firmly aimed at adult fans, and this is probably a good thing. Obviously they've done their research and have come to this decision based on consumer behaviour, so to target fans in such a way and depict certain themes like Batman in clearly adult branding makes sense. But I mean, are you a collector like me, and are you finding that in fact there's just too much LEGO now? The ranges are huge and it's getting expensive, especially with this new high value, high brick count adult range, on top of all the other things we're already buying. And of course they were already committed to all these huge sets in 2019, even 2018, so the effects of lockdown were just a bonus for them in terms of sales, but I feel like they've overwhelmed us with expensive sets. I mean, a quick run through of these relatively large and expensive sets and you get what I mean. The Nintendo SNES and TV, the Haunted House, the Ecto 1, the Colosseum, Grand Piano, Harry Potter Diagon Alley, the 89 Batmobile and Batwing, the Moss Eisley Cantina, Mickey and Minnie Mouse buildable characters, the wall art range, and of course the 123 Sesame Street. That's at least 11 sets that are over $100, and all of them were scheduled for 2020. Ecto 1 was meant to come out in July as well, remember. Then on top of that, there's all the large Star Wars sets like the AT-AT, Razor Crest, the Star Destroyer UCS one, all expensive sets, and then there's the annual Modular Building 2, which is always over £120 as well, and then even the Idea sets like the Pirates one and the Treehouse. This means space is at a premium for most, and also financially, more collectors are finding they have to be a bit more selective, as you're talking a few £1,000s here now. Now this is a shame, as in the past you'd never have so many sets out like this, and we could afford to get the big sets, and we also had time to save up as there wasn't so many frequent new releases. Similarly with the Idea sets, many collectors will also want to collect these alongside the very expensive adult sets, but that's going to get harder to manage with so many large adult sets vying for our attention and money. That's why I'm really chuffed at the new Botanical range, along with the Star Wars busts and the TV show sets like Central Park and the picture mosaics, and of course the architecture range. They offer a reasonably priced couple of sets which are highly detailed, complex and enjoyable builds which are not repetitive, and they are small enough to fit on any display space in any size home, and I hope this is the start of a whole series of sets like this. LEGO have been clever to entice new adult fans with well-known themes like the Big Bang Theory, the Friends Central Park, Flintstones and soon Seinfeld, which also all have stayed below $100 and continue to be around $50 on average, and that's the sweet spot for high sales and not the $120 for the likes of the Sesame Street set, and these sets tend to be a catalyst for many adults to fall down the rabbit hole of collecting LEGO and getting hooked. But now it's time for LEGO to expand on this mid-price point and make some really interesting adult sets and collectibles, and it'll make the 18 plus range really good. And I think this is a crucial middle market that LEGO needs to focus on. This idea that adult LEGO fans have deep pockets and they'll happily spend $300 a pop on a few sets a year is actually not the reality for most. I think we've got just far too many expensive sets out there. Yes, there are lots of fans with deep pockets who buy the majority of the large, expensive sets, but they represent less than 1% of the market according to the LEGO report last year. The adult market has expanded to 15% of LEGO sales overall, so it's still small, but it's significant, and the bulk of those fans actually buy a mix of regular sets as well as the adult range. Harry Potter and Star Wars are the two themes with huge adult followings, and LEGO has consistently made larger and more expensive sets in these ranges to sort of cater for this. But this is unsustainable for most fans. Collectors will always find the space and the money, but your average fan isn't going to buy the entire range. That's why these smaller, cheaper sets are really important in my opinion, and I think it also adds value to all these sets as well, as they will be cherished by fans. If you can only afford a limited number of the adult sets, when you do get one, it'll mean a lot more to you. You worked hard to buy it, and you'll enjoy it more as a result. The botanical range, I hope, will expand to things like a Japanese Zen garden or a pond scene. There's so much they could do, and the bonsai tree in particular looks fantastic, and I'll certainly be buying one. So I'm really excited for that for next year, and I look forward to seeing what happens with the range. But I really hope 2021 and 2022 aren't years of more expensive large sets. It's oversaturated, and I think we could do with more interesting, innovative smaller sets that aren't reliant on licensed themes. I sure do look forward to the UCS Republic gunship though in May, which will be big and expensive, and I'm really looking forward to the Ninjago garden set, which is around 5,000 pieces, which comes out in January. But I hope all these adult sets are out for a long time and they get time to gain fans and be available, and we don't need more expensive sets competing with them for our money and for space. Yeah, so it's a bit of a rant from me today, but hey, let me know what you think. Do you agree that there are maybe too many big sets? Are you excited for the botanical range? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos of simple mocks, money saving tips, and my micro Gotham City build, then subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell too so you don't miss a thing. And whilst you're here, why not check out some of my other videos, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!